What's up? What's up? What's up? I hope all of you are doing well. I know all of you are doing well now that you have graced this channel. Before I get started, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that little notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. So, yes, you guys, on my previous upload, I shared with you guys that I was going to reveal to you a lifestyle that I used to live that I don't live anymore because I want to face my fear of judgment and criticism. And today is the day I am going to be spilling my own tea. And I think that when you're able to reveal things about yourself and you have overcome your own judgment and your own criticism of yourself, you're willing to accept the judgment and criticism of others. So yes, and today I will be revealing to you, as you can see by the title, why I am no longer vegan. And veganism is the lifestyle that I no longer live. So I'll give you guys a little bit of a backstory on when I began veganism. I started veganism back in 2006. Now, veganism on the scale that it is now was not like it was back in 2006 when I started. There was very little. There was it was very uh, it was very much new, and not a lot of people were on social media and things like that with veganism. So when I began, uh, it was a very difficult journey for me, just because I had to like really go and read books and look at different articles and things like that to kind of help me along my journey. And I there was no real support system like it is now for because veganism is so mainstream now. I didn't have that support. So for me, one of the reasons why I got into it is because I was intrigued by the idea of not eating meat, and being on like a rebel type journey. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like, okay, this is a dietary lifestyle change. The Food and Drug Administration always tells us to eat our fruits and vegetables, and how meat consumption should be, at the top of the pyramid, and how your grains and your fruit and your vegetables should be the basis of your diet, and you can live longer and healthier. So for me, it was more about longevity and aesthetics, and kind of being on that rebel journey. Like, oh, all my life, I've eaten meat, and all my life everybody that I know has eaten meat. I want to do something different. So for me, it was more of I wanted to stand out from everyone else and be on the forefront of this new cutting edge lifestyle, because I knew that eventually it was going to take off. And lo and behold, it did. It did. I mean, veganism really took off from 2006 when I originally started to now. I mean, veganism has skyrocketed. It's no denying that. I felt great um, for about 10 years of my journey. I felt pretty good. Um, I had a couple of setbacks within my journey. I ended up going back for a couple of months eating meat because I had that craving, and then I stopped. But for the most part, I really enjoyed the lifestyle. And I think for me, it was a challenge of, I have all of these vegan, I have all of these creative ideas that I can make with food because I'm kind of like a trap chef. I had all of these beautiful ideas for food, and I would post them on Instagram and post them when I was on Facebook. And so it was like you can have all these delicious foods. You could just make them vegan. And people kind of gravitated towards that, and they were like, wow, I can't believe, you're vegan, and being black and being vegan at that particular time, being from the South, it was something that was new to my community. So I'm just like, oh, people are coming to me, how did you do it? And that kind of set another precedent for me, because I felt like people were coming to me for, advice on how to, cut out meat in their diet and this and this and that. And it's just like, oh, I'm a pioneer now, you know what I mean? In Mississippi, in the South, I'm a pioneer at this. And so that took on a personality of its own as well. Um, I started to see a major decline. Well, before I go into that, I am gonna say this, that I went through pretty much every stage of veganism, without throughout my almost 12-year journey. I mean, I did the high carb, low fat. I did the raw till four. I followed Dr. Sabi's protocol. I did Dr. Morris's protocol. The 80-10-10. Every every vegan diet variation that you can think of, I did. So, doing veganism wrong, or I didn't do veganism right, would not be something that could apply, or could be applicable to somebody like me, because I was on the journey for 12 years. Um, and so, with that being said, towards the end of my vegan journey, um, I started to, I started to have a lot of brain fog. I was completely emaciated, and I'm going to show some pictures, my before and after pictures. I was extremely emaciated. I started to say things like, well, I no longer want to eat. I think I'm just going to, I think I'm going to feed my body, just feed off of the sun. I had literally gotten to that type of headspace. Um, I was always sick. I always had some type of bad cough, and um coughing up like green mucus. I had severe lower back pain. I mean, it had gotten to the point where I could barely work. I was severely anemic. There'd be times where I would go take a shower and come out of the shower, and I would literally shake myself to sleep. I was skin and bones, like literally skin and bones. But I felt like, I still needed to detox. There were things that, were going inside of my body, or things that I was building up, um, all of the things that I had put my body through for the past, you know, 38 years of, it's like it's coming, it's finally coming out. And people were worried about me. People were worried about me. I wasn't able to, get on my social media anymore, and, kind of show, because I was one of those people where, I'm on social media, and I'm working out. I could barely work out anymore because I just didn't have the muscle mass to do so. And towards the end, I'm not gonna lie, I was in complete denial that it was my diet. I thought that it was me. It was something that I was doing wrong. And you know, my friend at the time, was very worried, like, you need to start, like, maybe eating some meat or something. And I was laying in bed. I'll never forget this. I was laying in bed, and I could barely move. And I said, I think it's time for me to end this journey. And mentally, I'm not gonna lie, I felt, you know, I didn't feel right. I didn't feel, because I had been in this lifestyle for so long, and now I'm telling myself that, oh no, this is no longer working. So having to go from that to saying, okay, you have to eat meat again, it was a total mentally it was a mental battle. I'm not gonna lie. I suffered with that mental battle for a while. And in my mind, I thought, you know what? The minute I eat a burger, I'm probably going to get really, really sick. The minute I eat meat, I'm going to get sick. I'm probably going to pass out. I'm probably going to die. And it was quite the opposite when I did so. I felt better and I felt stronger. And I hadn't felt that way in a long time. And I felt satiated. Like, during the time where I was vegan, I would be eating at least 6 to 7 meals a day because I never felt satiated. Whereas when I began to, consume animal products again, I could have one big meal or two big meals and I'm completely satiated for the day. My my iron levels improved, my health improved, my complexion improved, the quality of my hair and everything improved, my nails, um, uh, just overall, I just felt better. Um, what I want people to get out of this is that I'm not gonna be one of these ex-vegans who get on here and talk down upon people who are still living the lifestyle. I don't like that. That's what I don't like. I mean, how can someone who used to be vegan and practice and promote the lifestyle of veganism, who are now no longer vegan, come back and just completely, you know, down talk vegans and, say, things, derogatory things towards vegans when you actually live the lifestyle? That's my only that's my only gripe about ex-vegans, is how they get on and now all of a sudden they just want to bash vegans, um, for continuing to live the lifestyle. And on the other end of that, vegans who are still living the lifestyle, who bash ex-vegans, I don't like that either. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get that on this video. And it's not like I care, because I face my fear within my own self, my fear of judgment and my fear of criticism. I feel better. I'm healthier. Irregardless to, consuming animal products, I feel way better than I did, um, towards the end of my vegan journey. And I have no regrets. So, I think both extremes are really unnecessary, but it is what it is. This is just my experience. This is my journey. Um, and like I said, because I was one of those people who promoted veganism, and now that I no longer live the lifestyle, I have to accept, the criticism that comes with that. And so, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some pictures of me when I was in the lifestyle. And you guys forgive my lighting, but these are all before and after pictures. So this was me being vegan, and that's me as an ex-vegan, of course. Here's another picture. When I was vegan, I started to get those the lines on my forehead. I don't know if you could see that or not. And I always had like these dark circles under my eyes. My lips were very pale. Here's another picture. I mean, it almost looks like two different people on this one. My blinds are open, y'all. It almost looks like two different people, like I had no color in my face. Here's another picture. As you can see, I took this picture this year, a couple months ago. And this was a picture of, I think I was fruitarian at that point. But as you can see, like my collarbone, um, yeah, sorry, you guys, like it was protruding. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. And here's one of my workout pictures. I mean, it's obvious. You could see that I was completely emaciated in this picture right here. Like I was literally skin and bones, literally. So yeah, you guys, that's my story. That is my ex ex vegan journey, my ex vegan story. And yeah, I'm facing my fear of judgment. I know I'm going to get some backlash. I know I'm going to get a lot of thumbs down probably, but this is my story and I'm willing to face my fear of judgment. And this video is to encourage all of you to, face it head on. And, your truth is your truth and nobody can take that away from you. No matter how angry people are going to get with me, I understand and it's fine. Like it's literally okay. Um, I feel better. I look better. I am I am in my 40s. Uh, and what can I say? I mean, I am going to continue to do what it takes for me to have optimal health. And that's just what it is. So I am going to go ahead and end this video. And I'm going to leave you for now, but I will be holding on to your love. Until the next one, bye. Live your truth.